Hey guys, welcome back to Vibes, Facts and Chill Lounge, and today is day 2 of the Big Brother Naija reunion, and please like, share and subscribe because I'll be back here every night after the reunion for a recap.
She said some people are stingy. I don't do childish. Face me.
Okay, so today started with a throwback to this fight that Wani and Onyeka had back then in the house. This was their first ever major fight in the house. So after the clip played, Ebuka now stepped in and asked a question. I was like, both of you have always had this tension, underlying tension between both of you. So what exactly is going on? Where do you actually stand now? And that's when Wani first responded with this.
Let me start from the top. So when we got into the house, I really liked her. But Handy and I shy away from people quickly, especially when you do something that it just makes me feel uneasy. And with Onyeka, sometimes you can't read her. Like she can wake up and start to give you attitude for no reason. Like they'll I like you, but there's just something. When I try to go deeper, I just get this pushback. I just let myself go because friendship is not by force. And when we came out of the house, I still tried. I reached out. And it just didn't work. We're going for media rounds, and I knew that it was off and on. And I went and she was in the car, and I knocked. Like, oh, Onyeka, I made videos of her, blah, 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 blah. Then one time we were talking, I was like, come to my room, let's talk. I know that the energy, because she said, oh, the energy is off. I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, but we need to clarify. I was like, come to my room. And she didn't come. I called her, she didn't pick.
You called her, she didn't pick up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Grant said...
So basically, Wani was reiterating on the fact that after they came out of the show, their energy was not as at where she wanted it to be, and she was trying to reach out to Onyeka so that they could like sit down, have a talk and bond and actually get to know themselves after the show. But Onyeka was not reciprocating. She was making it look like Onyeka was very busy, you know. And Wani said that yeah, she understands that people, they were all busy at that time receiving gifts and everything, but she couldn't even as much as return her call. It was at this point then Wani actually mentioned the real reason why she decided to cut off and like be like me and this girl, we can't be friends anymore.
Because to understand kind of person I have to have a conversation and say, because I didn't have a conversation with Onyeka. I opened up about what I went through when I was little, all my insecurities and everything. All of a sudden you're going to say it's because of Big Dash. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not vindictive. If I respect you, I respect you. I don't think there's any baby that I don't like except from a babe that can think that another baby is scared because of Big Ass. I don't want to be that person's friend. I'm sorry, but that's how I think. I need somebody that matches my level of intellect.
Hey.
Okay.
And now it was Onyeka's turn to like express herself and say how she felt about her relationship with Wani diving. So she actually came on the angle of that Wani is jealous of her, and the jealousy has clouded Wani's sense of judgment, that Wani is not actually thinking straight, and Wani was so pressed about her relationship with Ozzy, and she was actually being a hypocrite per se. So Onyeka was here trying to explain on our own side, or one view on why she feels that Wani was more of like on the pity side and not being a real genuine friend to her, was just like siding one person and castigating her for doing exactly the same thing.
I love that. I was the one that when she was sick, I was even putting on the Do you understand? Yeah, so I don't want to go back and forth. You can be simple. You're very simple, like you said. So Ebuka, I have a question, right? If she was really smart, her first question should be, how does Onyeka know that my friend has dated people with big ass? But she didn't ask that question. That would have been the first question I'll ask, because it lead me to the love. But let's leave that aside, since she didn't ask that. Now, when you were calling me out a lot, saying a lot of things about me, even the day that they're saying that I went to go and tell somebody about her trauma, the only person I told was Chizoba, because she said tell Chizoba about it. And the only person I also spoke to was her friend, because her friend knew about it. I did not do this. Imagine you tell your friend. Imagine you tell your friend about your trauma, and your friend is going to meet the man that you're interested in. You told me to tell her, and you're already talking about when he has trauma. Like, I don't understand. I don't know which person would accept that. So Ebuka, he knows about it. She told about it. Like, she saying she's jealous. She said it all along. For talking to my bestie, but she will go and call another person. But it's okay. Do you understand? For me, they were double standards. When it came to the two of them, double standards. Period. After the show, she called me. She invited me. My fans just called and said, oh, we have a gifting stuff. I was busy for the longest. I'm not a human being that can forget. But once Onyeka is like, Onyeka, come on, man.
So in the house.
After the back and forth, it was at this point Ebuka now asked Onyeka and was like, Onyeka, if you have a problem with your girlfriend and it's being speculated that there's a third party, which is Sean in this case, why didn't you try to talk with Wani about what the matter is, rather than trying to go and talk to Sean about what Wani's issue is? I mean, at a point it was looking like you're trying to set them up together. Like, you're not talking to your friend, but you're trying to talk to your friend's friend. It was more or less like you're not being a girl's girl. So this is what Onyeka had to respond to that, and eventually Sean had to also say his own take on the matter.
I'm like, what's up, do we have a problem? What's up, do we have a problem? But like, at the point, I'm asking what's up, do we have a problem? But you're still like, things are still going on. Yeah, so when I now found out that the whole jealousy thing, I'm like, there's no point, I already know what the issue is.
Is it not that?
Victoria, was it defense?
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You're defining yourself.
I'm not. Like, I the house, I was can't get defense. Ozzy and Victoria. Of course, but shut up. So rest. You are jealous. It's not about jealousy. You are jealous.
her
You never called Mrs.
and accusing her of
I never,
cheating.
I did not ever call her Mrs. Badway.
Okay, Ebuka.
So
Never,
she-
never, never, I don't
No,
argue.
did you say that?
I even said my eyes.
So how you call her Mrs.
I said
Badway?
my eyes.
She's never called Mrs. Badway. To me, she never did.
Okay, but it's there.
She's calling Wani jealous.
Okay, at this point, there was a back and forth on if ever Wani called Victoria Mrs. Mbadiwe, and I think Wani forgot that she actually did. There was a clip attached there to prove that Wani actually did call Victoria Mrs. Mbadiwe.
Okay, there was a day that Wani then they were talking about me. There was a day that they were talking about me. By claiming that I was jealous about Victoria. And I stopped and I listened to that conversation. And Wani said, you know, like me as a person, I used to be jealous when my friend is talking. And they said, like me as a person, I used to be jealous. You're defining yourself, not me. Okay, all the times that you were capping, all the times that other people were capping about me.
Victoria, just
All of them
calling my name.
so all these things, I used to be lost. You asked me, you can't go make a period.
Serious. Wani, sit down.
And you sat down.
Because I think the problem with Onyeka and Wani, the issue, I like in the middle of it, but not the main issue. What is the main issue? You guys used to do I'm friends with each other, whatever, but you're not actually getting to understand each other's personality. And for you to understand each other's personality allows you to give each other grace and also get to know them more.
For a lot of viewers, how did you not think it's right to draw a boundary with her?
So I basically wanted to create a middle ground. Also,
Why? Change your loyalty here, that's what I'm asking.
I mean, when at the first week, when it was my girlfriend, never asked me my girlfriend, but she was definitely a different item. But I could probably even say that we'll see each other. So it was heading on that trajectory. But also, you're building connections with different people. So it's like, why am I going to shut up? This is not Love Island. I mean, Big Brother. And
So you were open to other people?
not open to people necessarily romantically, but building a natural connection with friends, those people you want to get to know.
Well, after a lot of back and forth between these three, that's Onyeka, Wani, and Sean, it's just safe to say that Wani and Sean are no longer in a relationship based off their words at the reunion. Onyeka and Sean are cordial, but Onyeka and Wani are no longer friends.
It's my jewelry bag. I've got 24 karat gold in there. And you're gonna bring it out and put metal in it and drop.
Okay, now we'll move to the second part of today's gist. This is about Nelly and Chinwe, about the jewelry theft issue.
I saw it on top of my box and I carried it and kept it on top of her box because I thought it was
Of Nelly's box?
Yes, because I thought it was for her.
Yours.
Now, for this story, there wasn't much back and forth. The parties involved were quite matured. Everybody aired their grievances. And at the end of the day, Chinwe offered an apology to Nelly for the whole calling her Anini stuff. Zion wasn't giving a direct apology because, to his defense, he was like, he was having a personal conversation with his girlfriend at the time. So, yeah, the words that were said were things that could have been said in private, but it's just that it was caught on camera. So, yeah, he's sorry, but then he said it like... so Ebuka was trying to ask Zion on where his perception of Nelly being a call girl came from, but he was like, it's more or less based off his experience on what he has seen girls do. At the end of the show ended on Zion offering an apology that wasn't really an apology, but Chinwe offered an apology, and it's fair to say Nelly accepted it. That will be all for tonight, guys. Tune in tomorrow, same time, while we dissect day 3. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and stay blessed and in the know.